new stuff today. So I'm going to try to cut out the hole for the sink. And then I'm going to attach the two long pieces together. So, because I don't want to deal with moving plumbing, I just don't want the measurements too far off. So I did some markings like underneath and like scoring it underneath. And I have like 4 different markings. So I took an eyeball measurement, and the first one is 9.5. And so what I'm going to do is drill a pilot hole and use that for reference. And then measure the sink bottom and kind of trace out. Let's see how that goes. Because I don't want to buy another one. let's be honest. I don't want to buy one more of these things and start over. So hopefully I can get this going. So what I'm going to do to make this easier on myself, because everything's kind of flipped, is here's the bottom of my sink in relation to how it would be if it was mounted up underneath. And it looks like I want to get to about this line, but it looks like I got a little bit of wiggle room. So I will do some measuring, do some taping. This is best with a jigsaw, but mine broke and I don't have it in me to fix it. So I will be using my circular saw and like a hand saw for the turns. Maybe just kitty corner, something. Oh, all right, lots of tinkering. Have never done this before either. Creeper over the shoulder. Oh, I have to deal with that. All right, so I'm going to see how this goes. I'm going to cut everything a little shy, just so it gives me wiggle room, just in case I'm really off. I measured the outside dimensions, length and width, measured width to the pilot hole, and then kind of went up and out from there, and then over. Moments of truth. I want to be done. So I will double check my measurements before I start cutting. A few times. All right, so I had a hard time. So what I did is I put tape and kind of made midway points, and it made the measuring a lot easier. So I transferred it over, measuring out and down and over. So this is the front, so I measured from the front, and this is the back, and I measured from the back, and this is the side and the side. So it should be pretty good. I'm going to cut on the inside of the tape and dry fit it, make sure it fits the way it should, and then make small adjustments from there. Hi. So I got some good news, bad news. So good news, it looks like I did cut it. The piping is lining pretty decently. The problem is I did shift the cabinets over. And apparently this one's narrower than, I don't know what, maybe whatever. So I have, it's catching up on this board. So I'll come in and I'll cut that down. We're not playing with the train set right now, buddy. No. So just cut it down the depth of the board. The depth of the sink. And hopefully I can come back and set it. But one step at a time, right? All right, so I probably should have switched the cabinets, and I don't know why. I had a 30-inch sink measured out because it's 33, which means you should have a 36. So it's gonna look a little wonky, but it'll be functional. I have a 36. I don't know what happened. One of the hot dogs fell on the floor?
No.
No? You got both of the hot dogs in the microwave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, this food. Yum, 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 yum.
Success. Ta-da! And it actually doesn't look too bad. So it overlaps the dishwasher a little bit. I guess in the long run, that gives me extra functional space over there. So we're gonna call that a happy little accident. Take a page out of Bob Ross. So that's lining up, which is good with the plumbing. Which is good because I didn't want to get into that. And then I am going to take just a blade's width off of the top because it's catching right on that lip, which is good. So I'll take a blade's width off, and that leaves me plenty of room. So I'll take it off on all 4 sides because literally it's the way I wanted to do it, because you can always cut more off. You can't put more back on. So that being said, I might be able to use that top. Nah, I'll just make a face. I was hoping to make a little bonus drawer. I know I've seen somewhere like they flip down, but I think I might just not, because there's really, it's not much space and it's not worth the effort. So I'm just gonna take the face off of this one and then attach it from the inside to the cabinet front. Make sure screws aren't too far so they don't go all the way through. And so it'll be a fake front. And that'll look good too. So, oh, happy Michelle. I was nervous. I was really nervous because once you cut, you can't go back. Spider-Man. So, all right, some tinkerings and some success. So it fits. It was a little tight because it's popping through here, and I was kind of hitting the dishwasher. Since I pulled the dishwasher out, it's set, and I was able to push the dishwasher back in.
Yep, this one.
So. And like the plumbing lines up.
Mom.
So good. Right here, so good.
So good. Mommy, look this.
Is that so good?
Yeah.
I know, that's an extra piece.
Yeah, that's a piece.
An extra shelf. Anybody want a 30-inch shelf?
Sorry, Mom. I have you.
All right, now that I've got the sink hole cut out, what I want to do is I want to dowel these together. I don't have a biscuit joiner, and there are other ways of doing it, but so sure. So I marked spots, and that's going to keep it from kind of together, basically. So this will be the same point, and then I'll square it up and find, cut it in the middle, but in here, and then wood glue and join them and let it dry. And then I can work on attaching everything, and then I'll put the final coats of poly on. And then I will reattach the sink and have a functioning kitchen. Because that's what we're going for.
It got a tree now.
And we got a tree, so we'll probably put that up when the kid at the sleepover comes back. So.
It got a tree right now.
All right, I gave up on the dowel thing. The cuts weren't perfect, and I realized what I really wanted was just to lift this edge up because it was a little bit lower, so I just put a little shim in the back. So what I am going to do is glue these down, and then I am going to finish nail. I think is my thought. Maybe in the back, and then see how that goes.
I'm hungry. please.
He already threw out his food, so we're off to a good go round. Threw it out. Gave it to him, threw it out. So it's been all day. All right. I did eat. Otherwise, the cranky level gets too much. So.
I want to nuke them.
And you've already had 3 yogurts today, so this is a problem. Woo, nay. All right, so distance learning day. Yay. So let's start on stuff. Kids are doing good though, which is good. So I'm gonna glue down the tops. So I have liquid nails, my caulking gun. Oh, I know this, they have one on the side. It's not great. Oh, okay, it's open. You just want to put a little bit on the tops of things. Let me see if I can show you this. Tricky pop socket, not really working. Let me see. There we go. Same thing. I forgot to puncture it. So. How you doing there, kiddo? Yeah? Alright. What are we doing? Ooh, this stuff is moving nice. Yep. As long as you stay on task, okay? And you're gonna put a little bit on the tops. Ooh, Nelly, this stuff. Last time I used this stuff, it was painful squeezing it out, and this stuff is just oozing. You don't want to do too much. Maybe the other stuff was old. A little bit here. There's a little trigger release. Got a meeting in a half hour. Let's see what I can get finished. It's always good to have a rag. And keep it. Stuff is gross. Trash it goes. Ew. And I put my piece up. This corner, I am going to have to adjust a bit. Float some compound over there. Goodbye meeting. And I have a brad nailer. And I got the wrong size staples, so it's been a little tricky. And it's battery powered. So I'm going to start and I'm going to have to do some adjustments. Because it doesn't always shoot, so I gotta figure that one out. Whenever you do any adjustments, make sure you take the power off. Last thing you want to do is shoot somebody. That's not working. You don't want to accidentally shoot yourself. Seen some and heard some crazy. Heard someone get their lungs punctured by one of these. Some guy had it and he swung it down and he just hit the guy holding his ladder and it just went right through his lungs. So just be careful. That was the big ones with the compressors. This one's pretty small. Start in the back. sure I hit something. So the whole point of brad nailing them down is just to keep it in place. It's actually going to be the liquid glues that hold it in place. So this is going to take some tinkering, and then I'll move on to the other ones. So overall, like, success. I think I just need to figure out my brad nailer a little bit better, get the right gauge nails so they don't get stuck. I think that's part of the problem, and then just working on settings. So I have them all screwed. Oh, I wanted to do one there. I got distracted by the meeting. I can get everything back out. So I missed a couple spots, so I just need to clean that up a bit. And some of them are a little proud, so I'm just going to come through with a nail setter. I just tap them under the surface. And then for the little holes, I have the dust from the sanding. I'm going to mix that with the glue, put a little bit of stain on it, maybe just, you know, keep it small, minimize. And the ones that went in pretty good, you can't hardly see them. So
I'm not saying this because I wanted a coffee cake. I'm just saying I'm hungry.
oh yeah, we got a coffee cake. My mom's favorite coffee cake. My kids are a little excited. Came up today. What? We're not opening it. It's a breakfast cake. It's so not good for you. It's so good. It's so not good for you. So we'll be enjoying that the next couple days. So now I have countertops that are functional. And the brad nails hold everything in place until the glue dries.
My mom's mom makes the best coffee cake.
She really does. So it's one of those older recipes, and it's a little funky to do. And I've made them with her, and you have to have a very specific pan. I got a couple of those. So one of these days, I might make it myself, but not today. Not today, Satan, she says. So I'm happy. Maybe when the kids go to sleep, I'm gonna come through with sheet sandpaper, really get some of these bumps down. It feels decently smooth, but you can see it there. It's a little bumpy, so I'll see if I can get that a little smoother.
Can I go on YouTube?
No, we can't go on YouTube.
Why not?
I don't know why not. You're okay. You can do it. 4 o'clock. If you want to go for a bike ride, you got to do it now before it gets too dark.
Hey, Dad, if you want to go for a bike ride, you can do it now.
And then karate later.
No.
Yes. Okay, party people. It is like 9 something at night. We survived distant learning. We had a tough time at bedtime, but you know, they can't all be winners. I have set all the nails and sanded everything down. And I'm going to put coat number 2, debris, on my countertops. Fun little tool they gave me, free. I only ever use it as a homeowner. What are you going to do? Use what you got. Stir, don't shake the poly. Smells good. Yeah. Smells good. Yeah. So 2 more nights of this. And then really get my kitchen back. Sweet.